Listening to music in the real world nowadays is incredibly convenient. We have Spotify, we have smartphones that each allow you to listen to any single possible music that you can possibly want. But in Minecraft, well, we have jukeboxes.
Hell no, man.
But today, we're gonna change that. Because we're gonna make something that allows you to select the music that you want to listen to just like you would on an iPod. So let's get building. So, you see, for it to be a true iPod, we need a couple of functions. First, we need something to hit play, pause, stop, previous track, and next track. Unfortunately, pause is not possible because you can't pause jukeboxes, but we're gonna do the rest of them. So the first issue that we jump in is that if you start playing a vinyl on a jukebox, it plays, it doesn't stop, because the jukebox powers the hopper underneath it. So it doesn't stop, no matter what I do. Yeah, that's not too practical, isn't it? So instead, we can use a minecart with hopper, but then it just swallows the vinyls that I put on it and won't let it play. So after a lot of time of thinking and brainstorming, I came up with this system here. So if you put your vinyl here, it plays as normal. But then if you hit the button, bam, it stops. And you can get your vinyl here. But this still comes with a problem, because when the vinyl finishes playing, well, it's still gonna be stuck in the jukebox. So yeah, we have to come up with solutions for that. And that solution was thankfully pretty easy, because you see, when we put a vinyl in, the jukebox powers the redstone. So as soon as the jukebox is done playing, it sends a signal and then it can just do it for us. So with that out of the way, we can now use the chests to put vinyls in, which is pretty cool. So let's do it. It's gonna fall automatically in the jukebox. You can see it powers it. And when it's gonna be done playing, it's gonna shuffle it, but no, I'm not waiting. It's so satisfying, isn't it? So with that out of the way, we now have a play button when putting the vinyl. We have a stop button, and we also have a fast forward track, because when we have a music playing, we can still put a vinyl in the top chest here, and when we're gonna press the button, well, it's simply gonna pass it to the other one. What just happened? Okay, so as it turns out, it was just a problem because the minecart was under it for too long, so it had the time to engulf the two vinyls. So I've added a delay. So now you can see the other vinyl is right here. So if I go and press on that button, okay, now it has to work or I'm quitting Minecraft. Okay, so a lot of banging my head later. Please work. Yeah! It works! So, now that we got that figured out, we can finally start working on the automatic dispensing system. Okay, so that's what I came up with. So you can see there's all the dispensers here and it all goes here. So theoretically, now if we go press one of the dispensers, here you go, it's gonna dispense our vinyl. And when we press play here, oh wait, it actually did it by itself. It was not supposed to do that, but okay. Okay, so take two. Here we go. Now we just need to see if it goes here. Wait, what? Okay, so it turns out I forgot to put one block, but now that it's here, let's try it again. Now, theoretically, our vinyl should be stopping here. Perfect. Okay. So now that we play, yeah! But we have a huge issue, because you see, this dispensing system will only work once. Because once the vinyl is in the jukebox, well, it won't come back automatically to the dispenser. We need something that's gonna sort back the vinyls inside the dispensers. Okay, so after a lot of tinkering, this is what I came up with. Okay, so as you can see, a lot has changed. So first of all, I've changed here from a straight line to a C for it to be a little bit more compact and save a lot of space. Also, I've tidied up the redstone here. Mumbo's gonna be proud. Now, all that's left to see is, does it actually work? Okay, so as you can see, I've already stocked up on all of the vinyls here. So let's say I want Melanie here. It's the one right here. So I press the button right here, and in no time we should be seeing it right here. Perfect. So now we hit play. It's gonna play. Wow, perfect, that works. Okay, so now uncrew the key thing. Will it return to the right place? So okay, I press that here, and technically it should come right back to the dispenser right here. So wait, what? There's no way this worked the first time. Like, redstone never works the first time. There's gotta be something wrong with it. Let's test it more. Okay, so let's say I want lava chicken. Lava chicken is right here. So theoretically I go press on the button. Here we go. Okay, now I wait a little bit, and now I hit play. Okay, now will it work? No freaking way. Okay, so the way that it works is actually pretty simple. You see, when you click a button, it remembers that you click that button, and it unlocks that hopper right here. So when the vinyl goes in the jukebox, when I hit play right here, it goes in, and when I hit stop, the vinyl goes back up this column here, and then it goes back into hoppers, and it falls where the hopper is unlocked, which is the one in case. So that's why it works super well. But still, the fact that it worked the first time is unreal. I think I'm gonna go buy myself a lottery ticket. Okay, so now all that's left to do is to build our interface and then connect it to two of these guys. And then we have our sound system. And that might look like the easiest part, but it's not. Because you see, there's 21 vinyls in Minecraft. So unless we put 21 redstone wires all the way to connect to our things here, well, it ain't gonna work. So we need a way to compress those 21 singles into less wires, so 2 or 3 max. And for that, we're gonna be using a simple trick using only 2 wires. What we're gonna do is we're gonna send a pulse through these 2 wires, and depending on the timing of the pulse, we're gonna get a different level. So for example, with 1 repeater here, if I press that button, well, I get the first one. And if I put 2 repeaters, then I'm gonna get the second one, and etc. Then we can try to put 4. As you can see, I'm gonna get the 4th one, just like that. Here we go, the 4th one. Isn't this super cool? With all of this figured out, I think it's time we can finally start putting it all together. Okay, so I'm gonna make a quick time lapse for you guys so that you can see me building behind each and every single button for each vinyl what it takes. So you can see I'm gonna be setting a different delay on each and every single button so that it gives us a different output at the end. And now you can see I'm kind of connecting each and every single wire that we're gonna need. So we're gonna use 3 wires to transmit which vinyl we just clicked on, and extra wires we're gonna put afterwards that are gonna be for the play button, the stop button, etc. Okay, so now as you can see, we have our 3 outputs here for our control board, but we still don't have the inputs for our machine here. It's still like all individual buttons. So we need to make the receiver of those signals. And that one is going to be complicated because we don't have much space to work with. Alright, so I think I've got something that works here. So as you can see, I have my mechanism right here, and I have this right here. And I'm on 3 repeaters, so it should give us the 3rd one right here. Here we go. 3rd one, perfect. Okay, so we should have our vinyl right here. Okay. Click play. Skip. Now we wait for it to get sorted. Alright, so once it's sorted, we can try another one just to make sure that it works. So I'm gonna put 5 repeaters here, so we should get the 5th one. Right here. 5th one, perfect. Okay, so now theoretically all that's left to do is to copy these things over, 2 of them, and then wire them to our controller here. And after that, theoretically, we should be getting a fully functional iPod sound system. But before we do that, we're gonna decorate this ugly redstone because yeah, it's not pretty. Okay, so after a little bit of artistic work, this is what I came up with. And I think it looks insanely cool, especially considering the fact that the jukebox is actually inside here. So once we hook it up and we get it working, it's gonna sound like the sound is actually coming from the speaker. And I don't know about you, but a working sound system in Minecraft with huge speakers is kind of my childhood dream. Like, it's just so cool. Okay, so now I have the clone command ready. I should just need to press enter and it should copy it. Yeah! Now I just need to do it a second time. Alright, now I got the command ready for the second one. Just need to change that here. And boom! We got our 2 speakers and our iPod. Now we just need to hook them up and pray that it works. With all the luck I had so far of things working the first time, which again never happens with Redstone, yeah, if this works again for the first time, yeah, this is gonna be a miracle. I don't know what to say. Anyways, here's a super quick time lapse of me wiring the whole thing together. So as you can see, I've decided to go with 5 wires. So 3 wires for selecting which vinyl to play, and then 2 wires for the functions, so play and stop. And for fast forward, where we're gonna send a pulse through both play and stop wires at the same time. Alright, so with that done, it's finally time to try it. I have made lots and lots of backup because yeah, I have low faith in this, honestly. Alright, so here goes nothing. Okay, so what we have to do is to start by selecting our vinyl. Let's say we want this one. So then we wait a little bit. It should work. Okay. And then we press play. Okay, I think we're off to a really strong start here. I mean, it's obviously not the same vinyl as playing, but it's not bad. Okay, so as it turns out, the stop button also didn't work. So yeah, I had to do a lot more troubleshooting than I thought. Okay, so now in theory, they should be playing the same vinyl. So if we try this one here. Alright. And let's press play. Okay, let's see. It's playing the wrong vinyl. I selected that one. Why is it playing this one? Oh my gosh. I mean, at least now we have a stop button. Yeah. Okay, so after a lot of rearranging the vinyls, I had to like replace each and every single one of them. Now I'm pretty confident it's gonna work. So let's check. All right, let's go for it with pick step. Here we go. Now we wait just a little bit because it has to register the vinyl. Perfect. And now we press play. Hell yeah! This is fantastic. Oh my gosh. Yep, guys, this is officially my new life now. And the coolest thing about it is that because the jukeboxes are in the speakers, it's like if the sound came from the speakers. You can see, like, it's so freaking cool. And also the stop button is perfect for when your friends decide to be annoying. Ah, this might just be the single most useful feature of this build. Now you might be wondering, what about fast forward? Well, unfortunately, the current system doesn't support it because, well, the vinyl has to come back in a dispenser before another one is put in. So, if you want to see a fast forward feature on the iPod, well, subscribe and leave a like. And that said, I'll catch you guys in the next one.